You've got it tuned to KEXP at 90.3 FM in Seattle, streaming worldwide at kexp.org. I'm Cheryl Waters down here in the KEXP studios. X-Hex is here. Yay! Yay! So excited. And another yay for the new album, It's Real. It just came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to hear those new songs. You want to start us off with some music?
Yeah.
X-Hex live on KEXP.
Ready, guys?
X-Hex live on KEXP, the new album, It's Real, out on Merge Records.
All right.
Bring that back to me. There was a crowd inside your mind.
That's Tough Enough from the new X-Hex album, It's Real, and always so fun to have you here in Seattle and especially live on KEXP. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
You're going to be playing at the Wilmore Cabaret in Vancouver tonight and then back to Seattle tomorrow. You've got a show at the Crocodile. It's going to be so much fun. It's so great always to have all of you in this room because among you, you have been in countless projects. I did start to count earlier today and I ran out of fingers. And so you span so many musical styles and instrumentations, and X-Hex is just firmly rooted in rock and roll, which is different from some of the projects, solo and otherwise, that you've had before. And I think, Betsy, I even saw that you studied jazz piano in college.
I did,
is that
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mary, you've even took on a whole new style of guitar or a brand new type of guitar and playing. So you clearly had a specific sound you were looking for this band. And I know when you were here, when Rips came out in 2014, we talked a little bit about how the band got together and the idea for the sound. But can you tell me a little bit about that and how you got to this place after all you've done and got together and started playing this super fun rock and roll?
Well, let's see. It sort of happened it was like synchronicity or something, I think. But I mean, I'm not sure. Personally, I was just in a place where I was ready to approach being in a band as a craft and just wanted to write songs that we really liked. And we seem to have somehow just been in exactly the same
Yeah, I remember
headspace about
when we
that.
first met up to talk about it, we were kind of in the same place. We were like, I want to make songs that I want to listen to and that are fun to play and fun to listen to.
Yeah.
Mary,
Yeah, so we never approached the band as this is just, angst. I wrote this from my diary. It's angsty. It was more like, let's just craft cool stuff that's fun to play. Yeah. It was like that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, interesting you would mention that, Mary, because you have written a lot of angsty and diary focused music in the past, which you've actually said is easier for you to write, and that Betsy's so great at writing these pop songs.
Yes,
Talk a little bit about how the writing works for this record, and it sounds like maybe you labor over it, maybe.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's a whole new, it was like learning to be normal was really hard for me. And that's with music. Totally. It was like a whole new, playing in standard tuning was a whole new thing for me. But I think it's getting easier now. But yeah, because I always just had a style that was a little bit different, weird. But that's, what's so fun about our band is that it's I know, Betsy writes these pop songs just seems really easy for you.
Well,
but that's inspiring
but
to me. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the collaboration is good because we kind of add to each other's.
Yeah.
We round each other's style.
Yeah,
out
totally.
in a
I think
way.
it's like a opposites balance kind of thing. And it's just super collaborative doing this record. We had a million ideas, a million voice memos on our phones, and would be like, what about this one? What about this one? A million stuff a lot of them got thrown away, and then we ended up with these songs.
Well, it also sounds like maybe you put 500,000 of those in the record because it has a huge sound, and I feel like it is just bigger than life. It's got hooks for days and just these exciting riffs and choruses. I was totally singing along to Tough Enough, luckily under my breath and not ruining the audio for this session. But tell me about the plan for this record and what you wanted to do with this new one. Did you experiment a little bit in the studio?
A lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the word that kept coming up at the beginning when we were like, what are we trying to do, was expansive. That was the main word that kept coming up as an idea. So, we just wanted to expand and make it a little bigger than the previous.
And do you record this at your home studio?
We started at a couple different studios and did basic tracks. Ended up doing basic tracks mostly with Jay Robbins in Baltimore, and then most of the record was done. A lot of the overdubs were done in the basement of my house.
Jay Robbins.
Yeah.
Love to hear from him.
Yeah.
He's a great musician.
Yeah,
And that makes me
totally.
want to talk about that scene. DC, Baltimore, of course, an iconic music scene. And you all have been a part of that for so long. Is that a good place to be making music right now? It feels exciting on this end of things.
Yeah.
Laura?
Yeah, there's a lot of bands in DC and a lot of good ideas coming out of DC, a lot of, good records, record labels. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, yeah.
It seems like you guys have had long musical careers in a ton of bands, so you know what you're doing out on tour. But I heard that when Rips came out, you toured for like 2 years, just like nuts. And I read in an interview it's because you were just so excited about a new record that you didn't want to say no to anything. But I imagine there was a little burnout factor there.
Yeah,
But what was that like, making that record, touring for a couple of years? I know that you kind of took a break and worked on some other things, but what's it like, because you haven't been playing that long together, just maybe 4 or 5, 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah, we really, I think it was more like 2.5
Yeah, we just
years.
went for it.
And we were just like going.
Yeah.
So then there was a bit of a crash at
Yeah.
the end of that. And then it took us a while to like write songs and get them together.
Yeah, we always knew we were going to, but it just took a while to get it happening. Yeah.
Just had to take a nap.
Had to take a little. We were a little tired.
Do some laundry, take a nap.
Obviously, there's some great chemistry in this band, and you've worked with lots of other projects. And now that you've been playing together for quite a few years, what brings you back to this project? What's exciting about writing music and touring together?
Well, for me, it's these guys and their ideas, and I just feel like it's not the same. It's never the same thing, and it's a lot of new ideas all the time, and everyone works really well together, and so, yeah, you just don't find that very often. I feel like, it's rare to find chemistry like that, or people with ideas that mesh like that, and some people you can sit in a van with for like 5 or 6 weeks,
Which is really what you do when you're in a
Yeah.
band.
Yeah,
Sit
it's really
to
special.
Each other
Like,
in the back of a
laugh.
van.
Yeah.
The entire
Hopefully,
day.
yeah. I
And-
think we make it through the tough times because we're all just equally as goofy, maybe.
Yeah. We laugh a lot. So.
It comes out in the music for sure. We're live here in the KEXP studios with X-Hex. They'll be up in Vancouver, BC tonight. Tomorrow, back in Seattle at the Crocodile. The new album called It's Real. Play some more music?
Cool. We're going to play Rainbow Shiner.
I have to make sure I'm in tune.
That's the important part. Okay.
Okay. It's X live in the KEXP studios. I love the vocals on this record, and that song is an example of one of the ones I love when you all sing together. And some of the harmonies on this record are just so great.
Thanks.
Lots of layers on some of the songs, too. Super fun. We got one more song from X, who are live in the KEXP studios, playing tomorrow night at the Crocodile here in Seattle.
Love that club.
Yeah, I'm excited to play there. Sorry, guys, I'm just making sure I'm in tune.
We like that when the guitars are in tune.
It's always a better choice. Okay.
It's XX live on KEXP, the new album, It's Real. Thank you so much. So great to have you.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Yes.
Have so much fun on the rest of this tour, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl.
You're listening to KEXP Seattle. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.